All right, and the Mets won today against the Giants 5-3. Here we go. All right, looking ahead now at your forecast, let's take a look, just dive in just a little bit, right? So we have a heat advisory that is going to be in effect through Wednesday, and we do have a Storm 12 alert that will go into play for tomorrow, for your Tuesday, and for your Wednesday. I'll talk more about that here in just a few short moments. Now, there will be some occasional shower chances throughout every single day of this upcoming work week. There will be some dry. It's not going to be anything that's going to be heavy, but there will be some opportunities to see some pop-up showers there. And there will be additional lake week changes as well. So that means temperatures, we're going to start to get somewhere. It's not going to be so hot, not going to be so humid out there. And again, feeling closer to normal is going to be another thing that we are also going to be watching for as well. So this is a look at the heat advisory that we have, and then we also have a couple of counties there under some of that extreme heat warning, excessive heat warning as well. So make sure to stay hydrated out there. As you can tell, that extends back towards west of I-65, even back over into parts of Sumner County, back over towards Macon County, Murfreesboro. Everybody is pretty much under that heat advisory, even areas all south of Interstate 40. Now, you're back over towards the Cumberland Plateau County areas, east of I-65, back over towards Cookeville, Crossville, McMinnville. Not really worried about you, but still stay weather aware, as it's going to be pretty much hot everywhere. So this is, again, what we're talking about. So hot to start the week, right? So the hottest days are going to be Tuesday and Wednesday, okay? You want to make sure you stay hydrated. You want to make sure you reduce your time outdoors in between the time 11 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock in the evening. You want to check on the elderlies, kids, the pets, just neighbors in general. So a little bit more into detail on this. So temperatures will continue to warm this week, leading into some major to extreme heat risk out there for most of Middle Tennessee, particular, again, like I said, Tuesday and on Wednesday. Most likely highs will be between 88 and 98. That's what we're forecasting. And afternoon heat index right around 100 to 110 in some spots. And then most likely lows will be between 70 to 78. So this is the maximum heat risk that we're watching for Monday through Wednesday, as you can tell. Where you kind of see that red shaded area, that's where the major heat is going to be. And then where we have some of these purples, especially as you go back west of I-65, that's where we're going to have some extreme heats, and even they're popping up right along the Nashville, Davidson County line right there as well. And then back over towards Jamestown, where we have a little bit of that orange to yellow, moderate to minor heat risk possible, but everywhere in that red is where we're going to have that major risk there. And if you don't know what that means, major pretty much affects anyone without effective cooling and or etiquette hydration out there. So please stay weather aware. Just some other good tips as well. Again, this is kind of like that trend that we're going to keep an eye on. So afternoon heat index, like I was talking about, 100 to 110, right? So this is that kind of scale, as you can tell. So this was today, and then here we are for Monday. So there's a look at Clarksville, where we're going to be right there at 110, maybe even passing 110. And then Nashville, I'd say right around 105, maybe possibly bumping up to 110. And this is just a look at that scale from 70 to 110 with that heat index. So please, 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 please stay hydrated out there. And again, heat exhaustion versus heat stroke, you got to make sure you know the difference. So heat exhaustion, and I'll step out of the frame for this. So heat exhaustion, move to a cooler area, loosen clothing, sip cool water, and again, seek medical help if symptoms don't improve. Dizziness, thirst, heavy sweating, nausea, weakness, those are all signs of heat exhaustion. And heat exhaustions can lead to what we call heat stroke, which is what this is over here. And these are all information coming in from the National Weather Service in Nashville, just giving you guys some good tips on this. So heat strokes, confusion, dizziness, becoming unconscious. If that ever happens, you need to act fast, call 911 immediately. Move person to a cooler area, loosen clothing, and remove extra layers. And again, cool with water or ice. So you want to make sure that you're sipping on that water, sipping on that ice. And then heat strokes can cause death or permanent disability if emergency treatment is not given. So please stay weather aware, stay cool, stay hydrated, stay informed. That's what we want you guys to do. All right, rain chances over the next 5 days. It's going to go like this. I mean, it's hit or miss, I'll tell you that. So for your Monday, 40% chance. Again, not everybody's going to see rain, but where it does rain, some of those heavy rain showers could be on the heavier side out there. Tuesday, 20%. Wednesday, 30%. And then look at Thursday. 50% chance of rain, and then we bump that back down at the end of the week with just a 3 in 10 shot of rain. There is a look at your super 7-day forecast. So for your Monday, that Storm 12 alert will go into effect with a high of 95 degrees. And the reason why you're seeing these Storm 12 alert logos in effect is because of the simple fact is it's going to be hot. This is going to be the dangerous time, dangerous days out of the week of where that heat is going to be something else. So 95 on Monday with a rain chance possible for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. 98 Tuesday, 96 as we go towards Wednesday. And again, those lows still staying in the mid to upper 70s. As we go towards Thursday, that's when we are out of the Storm 12 alert mode, and then we go right back down to 91 on Thursday, so getting a little bit better, but still noticeably hot. 72 the low for Thursday, 88 for Friday, 69 the low for Friday night, and then 88 as we work our way in towards Saturday with a 3 in 10 shot of rain in the forecast. And then as we go in towards Sunday, 86 with a low of 77. And as always, you can follow News Channel 12 anywhere. We are on Facebook, we are on YouTube, Instagram. There is a picture of me from many years ago, but most people can still tell that that is me. So stay connected with the Storm 12 Weather Team. Again, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram is where we do a lot of our forecast videos. And I do apologize that this video is so long. But again, I have to make sure that you guys are staying weather aware, especially with the heat. And again, you can follow us on all of our social media platforms. Have a fantastic night.